Hello friends, let us now continue with our discussion on tangled hierarchies. In my last video, I had just shown you how to modify the inheritance mechanism using path length algorithm, and then we had seen how this path length algorithm it works for figure A and B that we have already seen. Okay. Now let us use the same path length algorithm for this particular figure C. Okay, I will just recapitulate what is path length algorithm. We have to always start from the node for which the value is to be determined. Okay, now from this node we have to use breadth first search techniques and we have to go upwards through instance and easer links. We have to go on till we reach a node which has a value for the attribute, that is no in this case, and here yes in this case. Okay, now we have to terminate our search till we reach the node which has an answer to this question. Okay, now from this side also you will reach a particular node, from this side also you will reach a particular node. Then you have to consider that answer as the final answer of fly. Okay, which gives the least path length with respect to this node. Okay, so again Fifi, the question is whether Fifi can fly or no for this figure. Let us use that same path length algorithm and find out what answer this gives. Okay, so what we do is we expand this node. We are using breadth first search algorithm. We expand this node to generate two children. The first child, white plum ostrich. The first child, that is white plum ostrich, is generated. Again, it does not have any value for fly, so you have to continue the search. Then the second child of that node is generated, pet bird. This also does not have any value pertaining to the fly attribute. Okay, then since this child was explored first, you continue from here to here. Okay, and the next child is explored. Here also fly attribute does not have any value. Okay, then this child, its this node, its child is explored. Okay, we reach a bird node with the fly attribute value being yes. So this we have to terminate. Okay, so far in the breadth first search algorithm we have explored depth number 1, and now at depth number 2 from this side we have just explored this node, and from this side we have just explored this node. Fine. And since you know in breadth first search, if you reach a situation, okay, after exploring all the nodes at a particular depth, if you get answer in that particular depth, you need not go further in the next step. Okay, so accordingly the answer to this is fly equal to yes. So the new algorithm which we saw last video, in the last video, it gives Fifi can fly, fly is equal to yes. Okay, now let us forget about the algorithm. Let us analyze this figure with respect to the path length. You see, from here, starting from here, for bird node with the value of fly is equal to yes, it takes path length of 1 and 2. Whereas from here, from this node to reach the ostrich node with fly equal to no, it takes path length of 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so since 2 is less than 3, the answer is yes. And your breadth first search, it easily gives you answer this way. Okay, once it gets an answer, it will not explore from here, it will not explore beyond the next node and so on. Okay, so for this figure, the answer given by our path length algorithm is yes. Okay, this is algorithm wise, but now the common sense tells you, okay, looking at this figure, the common sense will easily tell you that the correct answer here should be no. Why? Because although Fifi is a pet bird and birds can fly, it is very obvious that Fifi is a white plum ostrich, and it is nothing but it's an ostrich, and ostriches cannot fly. But the path length algorithm which we saw which we have just devised last lecture, okay, gives the answer as yes, and that is a disadvantage. Now let us use the same path length algorithm for the next figure and see what answer it gives. Let's consider this now. Okay, Jack is an instance of Quaker. It's also an instance of conservative Republican. Your query, your aim is to find out whether Jack is a pacifist, that is whether it is true or false. Again we use the same algorithm. Now from this node we explore upwards to the instance links. Okay, so first this child is revealed. Okay, when this child is revealed, the answer that you get, Quaker is pacifist, the answer is true, so you get the answer. Now since in this particular depth level I have already got an answer, it is not going to explore the next child of that particular level, and as a result algorithm is going to quit here. Okay, so the answer to this will be Jack is a pacifist, the answer is true. Okay, but it fails to realize that further down the line there is also a contradiction. Since Jack is also a conservative Republican and Republicans are not pacifist, so it just ignores the fact, it just fails to determine that somewhere down the line later on there is a contradiction that you are going to get. Okay, so here our algorithm reaches Quaker and deduces that pacifist true and stops without noticing further contradiction. So it fails to recognize that there is a contradiction here. So looking at both these figures, this as well as this figure, okay, the path length algorithm that we had designed, it does not give the correct answer. Whereas the path length algorithm that we had designed, it gives the correct answer for the figure A. And for figure B, correctly it gives that it's a contradiction. Please explore. Here, by default, or here, logically, this is a contradiction. But let's see what path length algorithm does here. Path length algorithm also gives wrong answer for this. I'm sorry to say, but it gives wrong answer to this. Just see. It starts from Jack pacifist. Okay, your aim is to find out whether he is pacifist or no, true or false. It explores the first child and finds out that the value of pacifist for the first child, Quaker, is true. So the answer to this given by the path length algorithm is true. And here also it fails to recognize that further down the line there is also ambiguity. So the answer given by the algorithm for this is what? Is true, but in reality it's an ambiguity. Okay. Whereas here the path length algorithm, after exploring the first child, it gets the answer fly equal to no, so it does not wait to expand the next child at the same level. So as a result, answer of this is no. So for this, path length algorithm gives the correct answer, but for this it does not give the correct answer. Answer should be ambiguity, but the algorithm gives true value. For this, the answer should be no, but the algorithm gives the answer as yes. And for this also, the answer should be ambiguity, but the algorithm gives that the Jack is pacifist. So there is some problem with this algorithm and we need to modify this algorithm. So we go further. The solution to this problem is to base our algorithm not based on path length but on inferential distance. Now what is inferential distance? Okay, just note, class 1 is closer to class 2 than class 3. Class 1 is closer to class 2 than to class 3. This is true if class 1 has an inferential path through class 2 to class 3. You say that class 1 is closer to class 2 than to class 3 if it has an inferential path. Okay, if it has an inferential path to class 3 which passes through class 2. So if there is a path which passes through class 2 and reaches class 3, then you can say class 1 is closer to class 2 than class 3. So this is inferential distance algorithm that we consider now. Now note that with the path length algorithm for our figure A, the answer we had got correctly was no. But for figure B, the answer that we got was contradiction. Right? Now we will analyze figure A and B using this new inferential distance algorithm. Okay, so let's go back and check. Now please note that there is a class Fifi, there is a class ostrich, and there is a class bird. Now the inferential distance between Fifi and bird is further away than the inferential distance from Fifi to ostrich, because Fifi node, to reach bird, it has to pass through ostrich. Okay, so whichever node has lesser inferential distance, whichever class is closer to this, its value will be assigned to this. So Fifi is inferentially closer to class ostrich than to class bird, and hence the value that will be assumed by Fifi for fly will be no. Okay, so it gives the correct answer now. For the previous algorithm also this was giving the correct answer. Okay, but now let's see figure B. Now for figure B, okay, when you consider figure B, Jack, we need to find out whether he is pacifist or no. Okay, so now if you see the inferential distance between Jack and Quaker and the inferential distance between Jack and Republican, both inferential distances are same, right? So Quaker and Republican both are at the same inferential distance from the Jack, and as a result the answer of pacifist is true as well as false, and that is actually contradiction. Our path length algorithm for this was giving the answer as true, failing to recognize that actually there is a contradiction here, there is an ambiguity here. But now with inferential distance, okay, the inferential distance algorithm gives the answer of pacifist in this case correctly as ambiguity. Understood why? Because inferential distance from Quaker to Jack and from Republican to Jack is the same, and as a result the answer is true as well as false, and which is ambiguity or contradiction. Okay, when we consider our next figure, this figure C, let's see how inferential distance changes the answer. With path length answer, it was very obvious that the answer of this is yes. Okay, with the previous algorithm, that is path length algorithm, the answer that you got for fly here was yes, but I told you that the actual answer should be no. Now let's verify this with respect to inferential distance. Okay, the inferential distance between this and this. Okay, let's see what is the inferential distance between this and this. Now Fifi, okay, 1, 2 and 3. So inferential distance between Fifi and ostrich is more than the inferential distance between Fifi and bird. Okay, but when you consider this side here, okay, see, Fifi is basically passing through ostrich to reach bird. Fifi is passing through ostrich class to reach bird. So when you consider inferential distance from Fifi to ostrich and Fifi to bird, obviously the inferential distance from Fifi to ostrich is lesser than the inferential distance from Fifi to bird, and as a result from this side when you consider, the answer of fly should be no. Correct. Okay, with our earlier algorithm it was giving answer as yes, but when you consider this link here, okay, the inferential distance between Fifi and pet bird, okay, need not be considered because answer is not there here, so the answer is only here. Okay, so inferential distance here, that algorithm over here gives the answer as no. For figure D, okay, you see inferential distance between Jack and Republican. Okay, see, Jack has to go to Republican through conservative. Okay, so inferential distance between Jack and Republican, okay, is more than the inferential distance from Jack and Quaker, so the answer again is true. Okay, so for our figure A the answer is no, for figure B the answer is contradiction, Okay, so this inferential distance algorithm also has to be refined. Okay, and finally one thing I want you all to do, okay, you have to refer the property inheritance algorithm that you are going to find out on Rich and Knight, page 204, 205, third edition. So this is one concept which I give you for self-study. It's a very small algorithm. Please refer this property inheritance algorithm, okay, and understand it. Thank you.